so perfect. It's
You think
just
that's funny?
so
You think that's funny?
perfect. No, I don't think it's funny at all. But it's a great way to start. Hey, everybody, you are on the Relate About. I am
Why does it look
Tommy.
dark in there? You look extra dark today.
Really? Now you've got
Uh-huh.
me feeling all like self-conscious. It's not
Uh-huh.
dark in here. I got the lights on.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's got the same lighting as normal. Let me see if maybe something is on my whatchamacallit.
You do that. I'll do roll call. Rhonda rambles. AJ speaks. Rain virus is always with us. Mods, thank you for being here.
Yes.
Jan's here. Stacy Sullivan. Lori Ellingson. That's cute. Yarn Prepper. Yikes. Judy Lee. SB. Patty Collins. I love Patty Collins. Chicka Cherry Cola. Sherry Allen. Sherry Allen, you've missed nothing, girl. We've only been on for seconds. Ev Barney, love you. Lori Helker's here. I love Layla. She's always with us. You ever notice that? I love that about her. Really count on her. Can't think of a better name. Keela, love you, girl. Lumen's present. Jen Pookie, and Goosebump. Joel Sachs. We love Joel Sachs.
We do.
Tammy, Meredith Lynn, Sarah Graham. Zelda's here.
Hey, Sarah.
Laura DePreet. I love Laura and John DePreet. Annette Bobber.
Patty Collins.
Yadira. We love Patty Collins. Yadira's here.
Hello, Yadira.
Clara. Mark Hardman. Armine. I love Armine, don't you?
Yes. East Coast Fancy Nancy.
Karen Kirby. Florence Southard. Quill. What a fun name. From Iowa, no less. Wow. Neighbors. Representing. Christie's
Boutique.
That sounds like fun.
I don't think I know Christie's Boutique. Welcome.
Marie Marion. Auntie Wombat. Judy Lee. Monica M.
Are you going to be?
It's going to drive me nuts the whole time. Let it go. Buddy's dad, Conroe. Not I am. Mousy. I'm busy right now. Hold on. Shauna B. Millie's with us. I love Millie. We did these in the earlier one for you, Millie. Karen Pooley.
Nice.
Come visit anytime. Quill. I go through Iowa sometimes. Tammy. J9. Crystal, my stepdaughter. I'm only 2 months older than her. It's a Friday party on the Relate About. Mama Surf. Smurf. So sorry, Mama Smurf. Rona Cooley. Patty says, Tommy, guess what? Ghost pepper. I love it. Tell Johnny, please.
Nice. I will absolutely do that. It's a great pepper. It's my favorite, by the way.
Dorothy Walters. I love Dot Walters. Gypsy Daisy. Kelly C. Keela, did I say hi to you? Because I love you. And I've been texting all day, so I wasn't sure. Natalie Swanson's here. That's okay, Miss Sunrise Dawn. We love you, girl. Susie's here, but first coffee. Darlene Williams. Kristen Melinda. She's a fave.
Yes. Very interesting. Mm-hmm. I was outing her, you know, she has a channel, but she was trying to do that like under the radar thing. And we're like, we're not having that. So I outed her.
I love that you did that. And I also love Chaotic Bleach. Hello, Alex, Reese, and Thomas. That's some seriousness right there, girl.
How about
Darlene?
You know, I'm probably the only Tommy on planet Earth that's a Tommy.
Yeah, you're not a Thomas, but did you know that you're also the only Tommy on planet Earth that's probably my service Tommy?
That's right.
He's a service Tommy. Yeah.
Yep. And how many Tommy guns? What are the odds?
Only
Tommy
you.
G.
Yeah, necklace. I'm doing my my sapphires that I love, Brittany. And then this is just a little turquoise number, just a little turquoise that I thought I'd pop there.
Thanks.
Thank you for asking. Joe Virus loves a ghost pepper. Tommy, did you even see the photo I posted on Facebook of Joe's carousel of pain? What the hell does that mean?
No, but the concept of a carousel of pain just sounds fantastic. What the hell is that all about?
He is our emotional support Tommy. He is definitely forever. He will always be my emotional support Tommy.
I'm going to need you to highlight Wendy Brewer. And if you don't, I'm going to have to start. Yeah, there you go. See, first thing when I got here, I said, and I'm just putting it out there. This is probably news to a lot of you, but I'm going to tell you this. No, I really am just a Tommy. Believe it or not, I have a bit of a thing for Alice in Wonderland.
I've never seen it, but yeah, he does. That's true. Hey,
Robin
Miners.
I do. I've got some tattoos.
Jilbo.
Here's the, no, I got to choose my name. I chose my name, literally. So I am Tommy, Tommy G. But that when I first saw Reese, I said, hey, it's kind of got this Alice flair going on, right? Of course, she ignored me because that's what Anna Nicole does when she first arrives here. And then like a minute later or 2 minutes later, I had to go and say, hey, love the outfit. It reminds me of Alice from Alice in Wonderland. And she went, oh, you're right. I'm like, yeah, I said that when I first got here.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there. Hey, it's number 90, by the way, on my lip stain. Look who's here, Tommy.
Hey, nice. That's the spirit. We were worried about you.
We were.
For real. We were absolutely legitimately worried about you. And yesterday I was doing
he is just a
my
Tommy.
Beetlejuice voice and you were not even here for it. How's that? I was rocking the Beetlejuice for you and you were not here. Hey, Jojo.
Mm-hmm. He does it every time, though. But he truly is my emotional support, Tommy.
Yes.
Aren't you? Don't you
am.
agree?
Without
Jenny gets chatty. Yeah. Can't think of a better name. Been calling my hubby my emotional support human. That's really sweet. I'm sure he appreciates it, really.
Well, and I think that that's what you should probably hang out with, right? Everybody should have an emotional support person. Really.
Did you know that's a Rolling Stone song?
No.
Isn't it? I've come to your emotional rescue. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Okay. Because I was gonna say, I know a lot of Rolling. I do know that song.
I love that song.
Think you're one of a special breed.
I love the end.
We'll have to karaoke on the. You like the lip stain? Thank you. I thought it was a bit much before I went.
I put him in a very neutral. I started neutral with him. Diana H. Tammy.
I'm working my way up. You know what I mean?
Shelly Kelly. I'm excited to meet her.
You need some lightness after yesterday? Well, I hope
we got it for you. We're here to dish it out. I don't think Jamie means on our channel. She's probably talking about
something else. And well, I hope that today is a better day for you than yesterday.
Tommy, I'm going to mute it. Hold the show.
Okay. No, well, I hope she really mutes. Well, it would be really funny if we could hear and then we would just act like we couldn't, but no. The lip stain makes the highlights in your hair pop, Tommy. Well, thank you. You know what, SB? I appreciate the fact that you noticed that. You know what? A lesser friend might have let that one slide, but it's something I'm working on. By the way, the hair actually is coming in. This is my my real color. So yes, let me tell you something, Monica. Here's what's up with. So last night at 2:00 in the morning, we got hello, Kristen. So last night at 2:00 in the morning, we were finally approved for the amount of time we needed for monetize. In fact, it was over 8,000 minutes. We had twice what we needed, which is fairly impressive as far as I'm concerned. And I filled out all of the paperwork. Everything was done. So now I sent the screenshot to Reese, and what it says is under review. They just want to make sure that the channel is not that we're not flashing body parts or advocating really crazy stuff. In other words, I mean, hopefully we'll pass with flying colors. I'm fairly tame, and Nicole on the other hand, and I hope that nothing bad is happening. Hope that Reese is all right. Thank you, Sandy Wandy. It was all Reese's doing. I'm going to tell you, when we first talked about it, and I said, I figured there's a lot at this point. There's a lot of people who know who we are, and there's a lot of people that have expressed that they enjoy watching the two of us together. So we didn't think that it was going to be impossible to get monetized. She thought it would get done in a day, which I thought was silly. It did. So now, Patty Collins, thoughts and prayers for you. Yes, the one of your favorite poems is from Alice in Wonderland. Callooh Callay, come work today, with cabbages and kings. The walrus and the carpenter were walking close at hand. The beach was wide from side to side, but much too full of sand. That one? Oh, walrus, said the carpenter, my brain begins to perk. We could sweep this clear in half a year if you don't mind the work. Yeah. Work! The time has come, the walrus said, to talk about the things. Of shoes and ships and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings, of why the sea is boiling hot and whether pigs have wings. Callooh Callay, no work today. Yeah. like cabbages and kings. Reese is a smoke show. Even in cute and well-used paint tarp. You know what? I agree with you, Chicken Cherry Cola. And while she can't hear us, we'll go with that. Reese is a smoke show. Doesn't much matter what she wears. However, I do dig it when she rocks the Alice in Wonderland kind of an outfit. It's a good look. It really is. It's a good look. Sherry Allen, not too bad from memory, right? Not too bad from memory. Bigsy, 1979. I believe we met yesterday, correct? Welcome back. The Tim Burton remake is a beautiful tribute to what the books were. It's not a representation of the books, it's an interpretation, which is a little bit, it's a little different, but I like it. I really, really enjoy it, if you want to know the truth. Oh, she's still talking. Okay, I was worried that hey Rachel, good to see you. Thank you, Brittany. Well, I will take a snap of applause. I will take that. Very, very cool. But as soon as they approve us, it is coming. We were able to knock it out pretty quickly. Now, I was all you, by the way. When people say congratulations, we should be saying congratulations to you. Yes, there you go, Bigsy. Yes, Umberto's. Nice. What's going on with Reese? We're not exactly sure, Sassy Savage. Reese took a call that was obviously important that she needed to grab. So she said, hey, Scoville, you got this. Chaotic Bleach. I am fired up. I think it's going to be fantastic. We got
I am so sorry.
No, don't be.
I would never usually do that, guys. That was the detective on the case that we've been working on. So that was not something I wanted to miss. So sorry, everybody. Sorry. I usually wouldn't do that.
When it does, can we get the pimp coats when it's approved? I think that there should be a coat, with a fur emoji coat. Yeah, absolutely. I think it would be silly if we didn't have that, like a his and hers. Quibble, I'm do not feel like you did anything wrong. You had to take that call. No apologies needed whatsoever.
I know, but I just usually wouldn't do that on a show.
Of course you wouldn't. On a live. We know that, but no worries.
Yeah, I know. I know you can run things.
You got to take care of business first, and that was important. So, but now that you're back, should we tell you what we were talking about? Because
I would like to know.
We were having quite a bit of fun at your expense. I can't back that up. We really weren't. I was just quoting some Alice in Wonderland. I was rapping off a little Alice in Wonderland quote. Oh. Hey, Hef.
I've not seen it. I've read a lot of it. Being in Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard makes you do drills with Alice in Wonderland quotes. I don't know why. I always thought that was weird. We had to practice on a doll, Alice in Wonderland.
It's just a really, sort of a classic piece of literature. It gets used a lot in modern culture. You know what I mean? It's if you put on any news program at some point today, they're going to talk about going down the rabbit hole, or they're going to say curiouser and curiouser, right? There are so many things. Humpty Dumpty, right, was a creation of the first we saw that was there. And it's just, there are so many things that are so much a part of our culture that it comes up again and again and again. Do you like the lip stain? I'm glad, Patty. Thank you.
This is a good one.
You did well.
I like how bright this one is.
I don't think it's as bright as some of the ones that you've worn.
Oh, no, it's not. I mean, it probably more is in person. This one's pretty bright, but I like it with the blue. I just thought it was fun.
Christine Baker, welcome. Very cool.
That is a nice thing to say. Not I am. Right? Well, yeah, definitely to Christine as well. But I like when people say I'm an Uber lurker like this, and disabled commenting is hard for me. But I follow you both since Thanksgiving, and together you light my heart.
Schnauzer Doc, Bunny, Cheshire Cat, Mad Hatter. Yeah, I got them all. But yeah, you got the whole shooting match.
That is really kind.
That is kind, is it not? Very cool. That was
really kind. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Joel. Oh, hey, Carrie Ann.
Hey, Carrie Ann. Sorry, I love that. Never going to get tired of that.
Diana H., we talked to you on the phone, girl, and we're proud of you. Thank you for saying that.
What? Reese does light up a dark world. And you know what, Joel? I couldn't agree with you more. And I think the outfit's fantastic. No, you're not harsh and anyone's mellow. I was just having fun with you. But I'm going to say this, and everyone's going to yell at me, but I'm going to say it. Love the outfit, but the hair yesterday was just, I was popping.
Okay, I'll do that again for you.
Not saying I don't love the hair today, but boy, yesterday.
I was thinking about bringing it down. I don't know that I like it today. It's just kind of. Does it look any lighter to you? Like I had it colored.
Really starting to look Alice-y. Now
you need to take a minute. You can step away.
Maybe.
Does it look lighter? I'm a little bothered. Like I can't tell. I wanted to go a little lighter, and now I'm like, is it even lighter?
Right.
Okay, that's good. I'm sorry. Every Friday.
Yeah, exactly. You lost me. You lost me right after the part where you said Friday.
What was I going to say to you?
Yeah, I promise you erased anything I had going on in my dome.
Yeah, I am, Big Z.
Oh, Jamie, I'm sorry to hear you got bit by a dog. That's awful.
I got bit by a dog about 40 minutes ago. No joke. And it still hurts. And I scrubbed my hand to try to make sure I don't get an infection from it. I was eating my
Mexican food in Arizona.
Do you not care that I was bit by a dog?
You were bit by your own dog, yes?
I was eating my Whole Foods turkey, and I went to give Gertie some, and she almost took my damn thumb off. Gretch, I had to give Gertie. Yeah, it was an accident. I mean, I had the turkey. It's her favorite thing. But I'm serious. It hurt bad.
Can we get Gertie apologizing in the Gertie voice?
Yeah, Chica Cherry Cola. I use my purple shampoo all the time. Well, once a week. Yeah. What? I said, Gert, that really hurt, babe. She was like, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to. She's really upset with me. I gave Gertie a bath today. And we only do that usually once a year.
Bite?
After.
So you did it as punishment.
No, I gave her turkey after the bath because I felt sorry for her. I'm serious though. It really hurt. But it was bad.
Says you need a black headband.
I should go to Phoenix dressed as Alice. Considering that Tommy forgot where he was just over a live feed, I don't really want to do that. I don't want him to wreck the car, guys. I want to be safe.
Yeah, there's one from that's probably not such a good idea.
It still hurts, Layla.
Maybe someday. But the Mexican food thing, I would like to just say this out loud. I'm not trying to bum anybody out, but every good Mexican restaurant in the world is in Arizona. So if you happen to have one wherever you are, we're loaning it to you, and it's going to be coming back here shortly. So,
Monica, definitely. Does anyone else now talk to their animals in the Gertie voice? I had somebody say that they have a hamster and they hold it and they're like, did you know that you're tiny? Did you know that you're really little these days?
Do you know who absolutely loves that for real? Is Trinity.
Yes, Trinity for sure.
She went on about it the other night for a long while. It is pretty funny though.
She gets into it. Patty. I don't know if I'm going to be in Tucson. There's a chance, but being that it's so far from Phoenix, I don't know yet, guys. Yeah, but I would love to get Mexican food either way.
Every time she mentions the distance, it gets farther. How far is it now? Quibble.
I think it's a little past like it is going to Omaha, 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah, no, it's not even close to that. But
8.
That's better though, because yesterday you said 5. So I feel a little bit better about that. No, I rock a fur coat when I go to the airport. It's kind of a tradition. It's something that I do, right? The fact that it's going to be 120 here, don't worry about it. I am doing that anyway. I got this. It may be.
Do I need to be making money on this, guys? Do I need to do like ASMR like Tommy talked about? I use it to calm when I'm stressed to calm myself down.
I think ringtones would be even better. Like the first ring. Hey, trying to get a hold.
Do I need to do VT Kitten? Like, I know you're upset, but you really need to calm down right now.
Why are you not picking up the phone? Please, Skirty, please pick up the phone. Right? That would be funny. I could see that one.
Oh, it's funny. She's so mad at me. I'm using the Gertie voice, and usually she gets up and makes me hold her when I do it. She's that pissed at me. Punky, you're really
They do
upset.
have green chilies.
Hers are really upset. Yeah, I'm excited about
really
the food.
Be chewing that. Think about your life choices here. Why are you licking your
Kestrel?
Oh, that's funny. That is really funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sassy savage. I get that. Layla, what's your favorite food of all time? Tommy, you tell us, because pretty much everyone knows what I like.
Your voices are fantastic. Probably just rain anyhow. I was always a big fan of ER. Want to go outside? Probably just rain anyhow. What is my favorite food of all time?
Chaotic bleach, do it, girl.
My favorite food of all time.
Carrie Ann Friday, a week from today.
I'm really fond of fruit. I'm a big fruit person.
Hef, that's where I draw the line.
Probably mango. I'm a pretty big fan of mango.
I thought you liked cotton candy. Hef, that's where I draw the line, girl. We're not using the Gertie voice whilst boning. Put the you-know-what in the you-know-where. Mangoes. Gross. That's a weird thing to say that's your favorite food. Yeah, like what's your favorite food to go get a meal though, Tommy?
Well, no, I mean you asked me what my favorite taste on earth is. Cotton candy, but you can't eat a meal of cotton candy.
It smells nice.
Actually, you shouldn't say that because I can actually eat an entire meal of cotton candy, but that's not a good thing. Raspberries, big fan. Peaches, but I love all fruit. Like I'm a big fruit guy. But if we're going out to eat at a restaurant, you're gonna just bum out. I like fish. I like steak. I'm a carnivore. I really am.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lasagna is fantastic. Huge lasagna fan.
Italian food. Sure. Okay, you want back down?
And it can still fill you up. Absolutely. Love sushi. I know that Nicole's not a fan. I love sushi. Huge fan of sushi.
Yep. No, I'm not going to do it.
Like the hair down, Anna Nicole. Not going to lie to you. I think it's not a bad look for you.
You act like you've never seen it down before.
Well, no, but this is kind of that. Maybe you just had a nooner kind of look. It's like that kind of wild. Hey, motto's always been when it's right. You saw Anchorman, didn't you? When they sing Afternoon Delight, that is genius. That is some of the tuna steak. Love tuna steak. Love tuna steak.
I wish I just did have a nooner.
Yes.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard. You don't know that movie, do you?
I eat steak rare, like the kind that the people around me don't. I normally have to go out and eat it alone because it's disturbing. You know what I mean? Like I like it. I like it rare.
That's gross.
Yeah. Sky rockets in flight. There you go.
I love jalapeno poppers. Yes.
Afternoon delight. Sex Panther. 50% of the time, it works all the time.
60%
60% of the time? I'm sorry.
What's that awful smell? That's the smell of desire, my lady.
That is the smell of desire, my lady. Oh, so good.
It smells like Bigfoot's dick.
Boston Rare, 5 seconds on each side. Ew. Yeah, Rachel.
That's how Jeff orders his steak. It's called blue, isn't it?
Yes, I do like it blue, actually. Yeah.
Although he eats, and I think you do too. What is that called? Tartar. He always gets beef tartar, tuna tartar, and it has a raw egg on it, and it makes me want to curl up and die. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of steak tartar. Actually, I'm a huge fan of tartar. If they said you got one meal left, that might have been it. Like I really like tartar. I like that a lot.
You like the raw stuff?
I do. I like the raw stuff.
Juicy. Oh, excuse me. I mean, interesting.
Where's the average everyday guy like myself? Go for a little action. A little anxious.
Tartar is so grody.
Well, I mean,
that sounds good, Alex. You guys know I love Mexican, but I do not do sushi. I've never had fish in my life, Carrie Ann, believe
I
that or
love
not.
Mexican food across the board. I love Italian food across the board. Snails. I love snails. Escargot.
No, you like French food?
Well, Yadira. I'm sorry. Yes, some French food. Um, did I ever eat at Burns Steakhouse in Tampa? Burns. I don't. I
Shelly!
may have. I may have. That
I love
sounds familiar.
Shelly. I've never had flan. No. Nope.
Filth, Flarn and filth. I'm sorry. What?
Tommy, what about Chinese? You like Chinese food?
I do.
Do you
I
sometimes
do.
or?
I like Chinese food.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
New Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits. S-Card no says inappropriate.
90s.
What's that?
90s.
I don't remember them actually, but I heard something.
Welcome,
somewhere.
Carol.
Hey, Miss Scorp.
Do you do pineapple on pizza?
Yeah, I'll do pineapple on pizza. I will do pineapple on pizza. A Hawaiian slice? Yeah, I like Hawaiian slices. Oh no, did I just ruin it? Where we were so close.
We weren't so even close. Anywhere near close. You eat all the gross foods, man. I'm sorry, but
so and that's a deal breaker. I literally
not
just got tossed out for my tasting.
No.
Food.
No, you didn't, because I have the palate of a 5-year-old. So no, I'm always going to be different than everybody else when it comes to food. And you know what I love about you? I said this yesterday. Whenever I'm around Tommy, you guys, he says, "What do you feel like eating? Let's get you something to eat." And I go, "Well, you're not hungry." And he goes, "Yeah, but that's okay. You are. Let's feed you." That's all that matters, Tommy. That's all that matters. Ooh, Layla's up with the questions today. I'm liking it.
Layla.
God, only one? Teresa, welcome.
What we have to narrow it down to one. Is that your problem? Your problem's narrowing it down to one. Lovely. No, you know what? This is a sitter, right? Honestly, you should have to say two, because the first one is going to be obvious. But infidelity is a deal breaker.
Ooh, that's not at the top of my list at all. But yeah, okay, I agree with you on that.
That's not at the top of your list. Wow, that's the big one on my list. That's number one on my list.
It should be number one on my list, but it didn't cross my mind. Mine's more treatment. Like, I really, really, really can't handle being yelled at, snapped at, rejected. I think the top of my list is abandonment. You threaten that you're leaving or that you're not going to talk to me again or something like that, and I'm going to put it to the test. I don't like when somebody tells me they're not going to stick around. So I would say respect and threatening me that you're not going to be around. But calling names and shit like that, that's all at the top of my list.
Yeah, I can see that. Hygiene. That actually is a really important one. Somebody wrote
Holy
hygiene.
Crap.
Kind of.
Aren't we a little old for that one? Where? That didn't even cross my mind.
Do you know what though? It may not cross your mind, but bad hygiene, like, what if you met the perfect person and you were talking to him and lying and disrespecting. I think that kind of goes hand in hand with cheating. Maybe I'm wrong.
It does. No, it does. It does.
Because I think if you're lying, you're not starting about. I mean, what are you lying about if you're not cheating?
Yeah, Christine Baker, I agree with that. Whoa, hygiene shouldn't even be a thing, but I haven't been out there for very long. I'm super weird about my coot. I have special cleaner for her, but also I'm weird about people who don't take care of their mouth. So like flossing, brushing, mouth care is important to me. Getting your teeth cleaned when you're supposed to. I never thought about it though. Aren't people just doing that? No,
there are adults that have really. I mean, there are people that don't take care of their grill. There are people that that aren't big on hygiene. No,
and not just personal hygiene, guys. Like if you're a dirtball, like if your surroundings are gross and you've got like a pile of wet towels on the floor growing mold, that shit's gonna bother me. I never thought of that.
Maybe I have a mouth thing too, and I haven't thought about it. I don't know. Maybe I have a mouth thing too. I truthfully have never thought about the mouth thing, but I'm not a huge mouth.
Well, we're not kissers anyway. So if I'm
Correct.
going to kiss, it has to be one for the connection, but two, you better take care of that mouth. I'm not kissing somebody who's gross. What? Dusty ass. Yeah. Yeah.
Wendy Brewer, you know what? That's one of the lowest things that you can do on earth. I did it.
See, that doesn't even cross my mind. Who steals?
Yeah. Drug addicts primarily.
Oh,
you know
okay.
What I mean?
Okay.
Drug addicts primarily. At least for me, everyone that I've ever met that was a thief, people don't steal to get rich. That only happens in movies.
Gina Marie, my father was an awful man, but he had a few funny ones. And he always used to say to me, it made me think of it, ignore your teeth and they'll go away. You only have to floss the teeth you want to keep.
That is actually a pretty good line. Ignore
your teeth and they'll go away. Yeah. I grossed out by that. Tommy, there's a whole plethora now that I'm thinking of things that didn't cross my mind, but I haven't been out there in the dating game. I almost want to be like for the next 6 weeks, just so I can be mean and be like, what's up, Fletcher? Your cholesterol, fatty. Dead man walking.
Did you dead man?
Guys, that's a movie. That was a movie line.
Yes. Did you see the comment from VT Kitten?
Okay. Dick swingers are no go. Let's see. The only reason I cannot. I don't do potlucks because there's skin flake cake there. Yeah, I don't do potlucks. Okay,
see, my ex was the same way.
Arm hairs.
My ex was the same way. I would say, oh, so and so is they're having a, and she would be like, if I can't see the person's kitchen that baked something, I'm not eating it. I want to see what their kitchen looks like. She's like, I don't know, what that.
Do you know how many people have that point of view? I have that point of view. Do you know how many animal hairs I've found in food like that? I feel bad, but at a doctor's office I worked at, we had potlucks all the time and I would not participate. And there was a lady that was she liked to bake, but she had eczema so bad and like sores and we called it skin flake cake.
God help us.
And I wasn't about to touch that. It was terrible. No. Do you know how unclean some people's kitchens probably are? Now, look, I'm not judging. You could walk into my house right now and do a white glove and you're going to find a lot of dust. I just spent 4 hours cleaning this morning. I just got done, but still, I have clutter, but I like things clean. I really don't even like clutter, to be honest.
After more than a decade of institutional food, yeah, man, I'm pretty serious about food, Now
I like to cook though. So if I cook for you sometime, I expect you to eat it.
The one time you and I went to a restaurant, a bug crawled out of your ice.
That is true. It didn't crawl out. It was floating in the top of my drink. Yeah. Cooking is a very personal thing and it freaks me out.
Teresa says kitchens and bathrooms. I think that's a pretty good indicator, right? Pretty good indicator of someone's home. Which reminds me of a really funny story where someone was talking about they said, this individual's black toilet. I said, they were a thing, right? In the 70s and 80s, that was kind of a style. And the person's like, no, you don't understand. It didn't start out that color.
That's gross. Yeah. Yes. See, Rain says she lives in the desert, can't keep the dust out of my house, but my kitchens and bathrooms need to be sanitized daily. Now, I don't sanitize my bathroom daily. Kitchen for sure. I want a clean kitchen because I use it so much and just going through it. Like this morning, I just did my usual, probably twice a week sweep through of the bathroom though. Like I cleaned the mirrors, cleaned the countertops. I don't share a toilet with Jeff because he pees on the floor. So I use the guest bath. And that just grosses me out. I don't know if it's because of his weight. He does sit when he pees, but I don't know if they're supposed to like shake it off or I don't know. There's always piss drops all over the floor and it really grosses me out. Hey, Todd. And that's, by the way, not me being mean. I'm just saying I don't like it. I don't like that. I'm weird about it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Probably came off mean though. Either way.
No,
sorry.
No, it's not me. It's just nasty. I'll tell you what, inside, that is something that will get you hurt. It is just not a mistake you want to make. It will get you hurt.
Yeah, but Tommy, can they help it? Like, is it drippage?
I don't care if you can help it, because you have 49 square feet. And the general consensus is this: there's nothing inside there that you're not going to touch. It's impossible, right? We live in 49 square feet. So, or what is 63 or something? It's horrifically small. And there's a toilet, right? And in some of them, a toilet and a shower and a set of bunk beds. It's a petri dish anyway. So you had better be like viciously clean about certain things. And that was one that is just not put up with. It will get you. It's not even like people get killed over that. I'm not being.
What if you have a celly that's a dirt ball?
He doesn't last very long, right? If you
makes me think of the Sea Org. They put all the dirt balls together. It's called pigs birthing. You go stay in pigs birthing is what it's called.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where very often what happens is this: a youngster comes in who's 18 to 19. And an older guy will take him aside and say, "No, let me explain to you a couple of things. Number one, water's free, right? So when you're going to the bathroom, continue to flush the entire time you're going. That's just something that every single person inside does. And when you flush, like 6 gallons go down. It's the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. It's a very, very effective system, because if it wasn't, it would clog every 6 seconds, right? But they're gonna learn really quickly. And you say things like, if you're one of those individuals who can't seem to hit the bowl, maybe you should start sitting down, because if that room begins to smell, right, the person that you live with is not going to ever worry about it. They're going to fire on you. It's that kind of an environment, right? You live in a place that's too damn small. If you have a walk-in closet at your house, right, that's a prison cell. Now put a toilet and a sink, right, and a set of bunk beds. There really is just not a lot of room to pee on a floor. People just are not going to put up with that,
Do you ever share a cell with more than one person? Do they put like 2 or 3 people in there? 3 or 4, I mean.
5? I was in a 2-man cell with 5 people for 2 nights, only 2 nights, but I was in there with 4 people for almost a month. Yeah. They had mattresses.
How many beds are in there? Oh, okay.
2. There were 2 mattresses in there, but when the 2 mattresses were on the floor and the 2 guys were on the floor, there was no place to stand. It was impossible, right? So the only way that you could be on the floor is if the 2 guys that were on the floor were not laying down. There was no room at all. The fact that we didn't kill each other was a miracle. It really was.
That is a miracle. And Ty Mark, that is so nice. Made alive on the Relatable. Love you both. I've been watching Reese since day one. I love this friendship you have going on. I married a man and did 5 years in the pen. Best relationship. Wow. Ty Mark, that's amazing. And welcome. Hey, DNV. Do we know where the meetups are in Tucson or Phoenix? I'm going to go. I love that, Gina Marie. It's going to be in Phoenix a week from today, actually. At a place called Macao's.
Eho fucks. For to get a big dish of beef chow mein. Anybody?
His hair was perfect.
That's right.
There's nothing more disgusting. Yes, I agree, Bigsy. Seeing a woman come out of a public bathroom stall and leave without.
I can go one worse. So, as I had mentioned in the past, my ex had this like visceral hatred anytime somebody said, you kind of look like Britney Spears. She would go nuts. And the reason she would is because Britney Spears, there was a picture taken of her walking out of a restroom at a gas station, and she didn't have shoes on. And my ex was like, "Oh my Lord, that is the grossest thing I've ever seen in my entire life." And I was
like, "That is gross. That is gross."
I know, but when someone says, "Hey, you kind of look like that person," they're not going, "Hey,
why are you equating the two?"
You remind me of the feet of the person.
That's the weirdest thing. She associated the two.
Yeah, I don't know how that. Well, she's a weirdo about it.
She didn't look like Britney Spears, by the way, to me at all. I've seen her. I don't see that.
I
don't see it. Hey, Shelly Kelly, thank you. Gina Marie, there you go, right there, girl. But do we have a time, Shelly Kelly? I think 11:30, maybe.
11:30 sounds correct. I very distinctly remember hearing you say that.
Yeah, but I don't know that made it so. You know what I mean? I think I just threw that out there. I'm not sure that made it a thing.
If If
What you turning your head to the side for there,
she's
Tommy?
how I get down. Just how I get down.
That's how you get down. I
if it
figured.
was not you, right? If you're not the one that says it, then we're in deep trouble, right? Because
Okay, it is 11:30. Gina Marie, you getting this? Okay, good. She screenshot it. Guys, Shelly Kelly, do we have an idea? Lori Helker knows. Do we have an idea, like a head count? Do we know how many people are coming? Because I am so excited about this. Tommy, are you?
Yes. White Castle, correct? Settle down. Settle down. I'm kidding. Thank you so much, Gina. That's a very kind thing to say.
I love Gina Marie.
Yeah, that's a very kind thing to say.
Sure is. She's going to be there next Friday. We're going to meet her. Have you met her before?
You know something? I'm really horrific with the sadly names that currently I struggle with. So bring it to VT next. Let me tell you something, VT Kitten. It's pretty funny that you say that.
I want to go.
I was having a conversation about my family has a place in VT still. And we were talking about it not 2 days ago. I am due. I have not seen the property. I don't think I've seen it since I was. Oh no, I did go back. The last time I was in Vermont. I took my friend there, and we just walked up. We didn't go in or anything, but I showed him the property. But I haven't been there in long time. Long
I want to go. Can you take me?
Unindoctrinated says, "Put the Buseys away." You were doing it, weren't you? You were.
Shelly Kelly, we got 13 so far. That's awesome. Yeah, Time Mark, that's so nice. You both tell it like it is, but you do it with love and patience. More people need to see that.
Oh, I think that's a pretty cool thing to say too, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Come aboard.
Yeah, I would love that. I would really like to go. Okay, this is Carol Lauren. Okay, good. C Catwoman. CC. Atwoman?
Love it. CC Atwoman.
Catwoman. I love that. And thank you for telling me your new name. I would love to come to Texas before summer. It gets crazy hot. No one wants to be here. I would like to go to Texas. I've never been to Texas.
See, but you got to also, for point of reference, if you live in Arizona, when people say, "Oh, where I live, it's hot in the summer," wherever you live, I'm catching a break going there in the summer. It's always a little cooler wherever you are than where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine areas are the most beautiful falls I've ever seen. Also, more covered bridges. Yeah,
I would like to go in the fall to Vermont. Tommy.
Did you ever see the film that I was in, Anna Nicole?
What film is that? Ben Kingsley.
Funny Farm. Chevy Chase movie.
I feel like I saw it a long time ago, or parts of it, but I don't remember it very well. Thanks for coming, Tina.
It was filmed in the Northeast. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. Beautiful scenery.
Thank you, Dinky. That is so nice.
You have a very cool thing to say.
We're pretty fond of each other.
It's true.
Kind of like him. He is my what do I call it? My emotional support, Tommy.
That's right. Although it's just a matter of time before we tear each other limb from limb. I can't back that up. We're getting along beautifully. Just kidding.
Okay. I know what to look for. I'm not know what to say. Okay.
All right. Come on, quibble. Might see Kelly next week. Which Kelly are you going to see next week? It's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I want to go to the yes, Positive Life. Yep. He said he would take me. He didn't do it.
Karen Furby says, I have Funny Farm on DVD. What part did you play? You mean you've seen it and you don't know who I am? Now I'm downright insulted.
That was a weird movie.
I'm the kid that steals the road signs. There you go. Long time ago.
How did a nice guy? What does that mean, Shelly?
I'll tell you what. I came to Tucson and absolutely loved it. You've noticed that there's a lot of backpedaling in the relative. I'm not sure what that means, but
what does that mean, Ty Mark? What does backpedaling mean?
Well, I mean, I know what backpedaling. I just don't know. Yeah.
No, I mean, what does she mean by that, though? I'm sure she'll clarify.
And your little boyfriend too.
And your little boyfriend too. Uh-oh. Bad day. Confused. Seems like it's 20. ish photobomb with what?
Oh no.
Okay. I never get any of those pictures.
You got photobombed by a youngster, did you? Well, good for you. Every once in a while. Boy, oh boy, what a bad day for the dude. You don't want to fire off it's a really excellent reason to maybe just not send those, right?
Yeah, you got to be careful with pictures.
I accidentally sent it to the PTA. You know what I mean? I got this. I do a lot with the school board. I was trying to send.
Just in general, though, pictures are you got to really trust a person that you're sending pictures to or taking pictures with.
We accidentally put it up on the Quibble Facebook page. The relatable Reese.
Oh my goodness! But I'm proud of all the ones I have. Like if they got leaked, I wouldn't care.
Right? That's the spirit, and that's you know why you got to have good lighting. It's about
good lighting, but my skills are pretty good.
Oh, well,
like I'm impressed with my abilities. I can really take it pretty far. Look, Fancy Nancy. Really
lay one minute. Do you love me? I don't think that they do. Here, I'm going to weigh in on this because I am not a woman.
What are you trying to click on?
Says, do women really want, what pics? And I would say, no, they don't want dick pics. I think that's kind of foul if you want to know the truth. But that's.
I don't think we do. Honestly, I've never. And you know what's weird about dick pics is we never ask for them. They're just given to us.
Unsolicited.
Yeah. Unsolicited, it's a little okay. Well, I was going to say Hef probably doesn't feel that way. That's gross, Rain.
I used to phrase. Oh wow, what a bummer. You just send back a magnifying glass emoji. Now that's funny.
I don't know what this means. Backpedaling. This is the same person who said this. Simar. I'm not going to bring it back up. Just things happening in public, like seeing things in parking lots. This is a little, I don't know if I would want to call this passive aggressive, but you got to be more clear or otherwise you can't drop little weird things like that. I don't know what you mean. And now I'm curious and, come out and say it, girl.
I don't remember doing anything untoward in the parking lot. I wish that I
hope I did, honestly.
Yeah, right. I kind of wish that I did.
Linsanity, I'm glad you made it.
Yes, and it would be rowing back the boat, not backpedaling. It would be back rowing. But I'd be pretty proud of that, to be really honest with you. But as of yet, I've no good photos. But we'll hold out hope, right?
I mean, it sounds like a good time to me. I hope she's right, Tommy. Is there something we did in a parking lot that I can't remember?
I hope not. I'd really like to remember stuff.
Kind of excited about it, honestly.
These are not these are not dudes burdened by deep thought, right? And my gut says, and I might be wrong, right? But my gut says that it's probably something that younger dudes do. I don't think you're seeing a lot of guys in their 50s doing that, or 40s, or even 30s. I'd like to believe that that's not the case, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that that's like a fraternity boy kind of college kind of thing.
Bye, Patty. I mean? Hey, look, it's Anita Card.
Kelly Copter and Maryland are in Vermont. That's right, they are. I saw a.
I love Kelly and Maryland.
I do too. Going
Anita Card. Hi, Mark. It's okay. We're not mad at you. You just gave us a really nice compliment, but I don't know what you meant by the comment you just made, and I was hoping you'd clarify. That's all.
Oh yeah, we're not mad.
Nobody's mad at you.
No.
We just want you to say what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was. I kind of was hoping that maybe you had a good photo. I was looking to buy.
Me too. I was hoping for something juicy. I agree with this. Women associate sex with dancing. Learn how to dance if you want to get laid. I kind of like it. I'm not against that.
I'll be darned.
Hey,
I wish
Amber.
I had known that younger, because I'm kind of the guy that stands on the outside while people are dancing and quietly mocks them. It is quietly though. You know what I mean?
You dance though, right? Because we're gonna do that at the prom.
No, I can dance, absolutely.
You can?
I can dance. Yeah, I can. I told you that, my first way back in the day when I was first going to school, I studied theater. I was that was kind of my thing.
That's how you know how to dance.
Yeah.
I bet you're good at it.
I can dance.
Well, this sucks
I've
because
got
I don't know
priors.
how.
Oh no, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, it is because I don't know how at all. Do you think I ever
Teresa, well
danced
played.
growing up in Scientology?
So they never had like Sea Org dances.
Mm-mm. No, my stepfather took us to a restaurant in what's my favorite part of Florida? Sanibel
Oh, lovely.
Island.
Yes,
And
I've
we were
visited
at
it
this
all.
restaurant and Sweet Caroline was playing and they didn't have a dance floor or anything. And he got me up and just like started dancing with me and it was so cute. I'd never danced with a man before. That was my stepdad.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
yeah, it was really cute, but I didn't know what I was doing and I still don't. So I'm a little nervous about that with you.
Layla's
Really,
got it. See?
Laura?
Yeah.
John, all right. Get down. I like that.
Yeah, once a man leads in dancing, you just have to follow. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Makes me a little uncomfortable though that I don't know what like it's going to be obvious if you know what you're doing and I'm just kind of like just kind of following you. I don't.
No. It's one of those situations where if the person you're dancing with knows what they're doing, they're just gonna kind of whisk you around. It's gonna work perfectly. Watch.
Cute. Anita,
And
I
you know
wish I
what,
was going
Amber?
with
That's a
you.
great comment. Get out there and get goofy as hell. Dance like everybody isn't looking, and that's always a really good way to do it. Just let yourself cut loose, not give a crap, and I promise you're not going to regret it in the long run.
That's okay, but thank you for that.
No, you will. You watch it, Nicole.
Well, I'm not really ready for a relationship.
It's
Lois.
okay if you look like Elaine. Well, thank you, Lois. Not ready for a relationship just yet.
Would
Your
you like
gun
a
is
cookie,
digging
son?
into my hip. Oh, your gun is digging into my hip.
Just a big Finkel fan, sir. And a clean pair of shorts.
I'm looking for Ray Finkel. Had a fresh pair of shorts. Absolutely one of my favorites.
Would you like a cookie, son? Look, they're little footballs.
Laces out.
Laces out.
See, I never mind embarrassing myself. I had fun. That's right. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Okay, time mark. So let's see. I was just catching up on your videos this morning. I watched the one where you were talking about your chest size. As I was listening, as I spit out my coffee because I was laughing so hard. Well, what does that have to do with parking lots? Okay.
You filmed it in a parking lot, maybe?
No, I didn't. We were just talking about it like 2 days ago.
Oh, I got you.
But time mark, that's okay. I'm glad I made you laugh, girl. And no harm, no foul, my friend. Nick Mac, we'll see. Patty
Lacey
Whack
says, I'm a much better dancer after a few cocktails. And the reason for that is pretty, it drops your inhibitions. What?
Ace, do you have any more of that gum?
No, thank you to mind your own business.
That's the Ventura. Yes, Satan? No, I'm sorry, sir.
I'm sorry,
I thought
Mr.
you were somebody else. Dang it. Hang on one sec. Hey, Mom,
Nice,
I'm
Wolf
live.
Machine. Hey, Ma.
I got a new channel. I'll call you back. Okay, bye. She goes, I just checked and I didn't see. Laces out.
There you go. That woman is in Funny Farm. I'll have you know.
She's in a lot of things. She was the cutest little
what
thing
a sports
ever.
Nut, huh? Yeah, she's great. She's the one in Funny Farm that goes, I don't believe anyone sat in that chair since his heart attacked him. That one just
she was in Ghostbusters.
Creepy as hell in that too. She always plays that kind of just nice but kind of creepy.
I say was because that lady has to be dead by now, but she was really cute.
So.
Yeah, you would think, but you know what?
Well,
God bless her if she's not.
Let's see. She had to be about 75 in 1988. So if you carried the...
Bye, Ty Mark. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I'm going to go with I don't think she's there.
Yeah, she's gone, I'm sure. But she was sure a cute little thing, and her voice was adorable. Just adorable.
Yeah, no. Yeah, the...
yeah.
What a sports nut, eh? when she opens the door to the room, die, Dan, die.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Got the stuff stuck in the wall. Right.
Put that thing away. The man is a fan of our son.
But your wife said he's expecting him home any minute. No, she's expecting him home. The elevator is running. It doesn't go to the top floor.
The engine's running, but there's nobody behind the wheel.
Yeah, there's nobody behind the wheel. There's just nobody behind the wheel.
Just a big Finkel fan, sir.
It's funny. He has blasted the industry, and that's right. I was told there would be no math. He's come out and just said that the industry sucks and that he wants nothing to do with it, and I kind of respect that. He was he was really like the highest paid actor in Hollywood. He was absolutely killing it, and he just went, "Nah, I'm done. Like this stuff doesn't mean much."
Aww.
She died in 2016 at the age of 88. Thank you, Armine.
She was so cute, Armine. She was so cute.
Armine, sorry. Yes, she was absolutely lovely. She really was.
Oh, she was really cute. I hope that when I'm old like that, I'm cute like that.
Yeah, she ran the thrift store in the film Funny Fox. She was great. She sold her the stuffed squirrel.
Aww.
It's dead.
I'll have to watch that movie again.
It's dead.
Would I recognize you in it? Like, do you actually have like a real part in it? Are you in it more than once? Like,
yes.
Really?
Really? Yeah, I'm really in it more than once, and now you really have a speaking part. I'm an integral part of the script. Without me, the movie would not.
It would have been a flop. I love Spicy Friday.
It doesn't work. I am part of the. It is a integral part. You could not write me out without the script needing to be changed massively.
Though it's always spicy with Reese's emotional support, Tommy. Mama said not to, but I did it anyway. Misbehaving. There you go, Amber. I did it for you.
Wow.
I'll have to watch it.
See that coming.
She asked me to do it.
Yes. No, I saw that. I just didn't know it was coming.
Tommy was the mailman?
Not the mailman, but that is a funny. That's a funny. I stole the road signs, caused the moving van to not get where it was going with all of Chevy Chase's possessions. Then I stole a dangerous curve sign. It happens in the beginning, and then later on, I steal a dangerous curve sign that sends him off of a cliff in his MG because he doesn't know that there's a dangerous curve coming.
Shelly's got it on right now.
Says Shelly. I'm sorry, what?
She has it on right now. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was a few years back.
From what I remember of that movie, it was super weird. It was like pretty creepy, wasn't it?
No, it was it's a comedy. It's just it's one of those comedies that you kind of have to know the Northeast. There's a lot of jokes.
Was Demi Moore in it?
No.
Okay, then I'm thinking of a Chevy Chase, Demi Moore.
Yes.
And it was creepy as hell. It was weird.
They end up in the sticks, and there's a weird judge played by
yes, that's what I'm thinking of.
That movie was creepy, man.
Super creepy. So that wasn't okay. Then I haven't seen Funny Farm. No, I haven't.
Yeah, no, Funny Farm is a little different.
Okay, Hux and I are going to
Chevy Chase and Madeline Stowe was the woman that was in it.
Okay, then no, I haven't seen this.
And I was
cool.
And I was passed over by the Academy, and felt pretty bitter ever since. I thought for sure I had.
So was Leo. Leo. You've got to let that go. Leo only won once.
I've gotten over it.
He should have won for Wolf of Wall Street. I'm still bothered that he didn't win for that.
No, but then they threw him a bone for the other one because
the Resurgence or whatever the hell it was called, something like that.
Right. You get the drill.
Yeah. But he was really good in Wolf of. I really feel like watching that. I've probably seen Wolf of Wall Street.
But you know what I kind of feel like that's like too. It's kind of like if you were really, really in love with the girl in in high school or in college or whatever, and then she kind of went off with another dude, but then came back and was like, you know what? Let's do one for old time's sake. No, where were you when I was doing Wolf of Wall Street? I feel like they should have given him that statue then. It's not the same thing getting it for that other one, where he was just all decked out in fur.
Did you like Wolf of Wall Street? We're not going to be friends.
What, did I like The Wolf of Wall Street?
I love when she says that and then they go bone down. We're going to be friends. We're not going to be friends.
Oh, Lord.
She's like, aren't you married? And he's like, yeah, but we can be friends. We're not going to be friends. I don't have the hots for her, but that was a hot scene.
It's hotter.
Margot Robbie has a hot body for sure.
Do you want to hear something insane
about her? She didn't do it for me.
Do you want to hear something insane for all of the boys out there of a specific age? His wife, right? The woman that she was playing was
a hairstylist?
Considerably. No, the real
Jordan Belfort's wife in real life?
Jordan Belfort's wife, the one that is being played by Margot Robbie. She did a commercial in the 80s for Bud Light where there's a frisbee thrown and she comes running up. And then because of him, she stopped doing anything, right? But he went and she was kind of famous to boys of a specific age in the 80s. And I think she was far more attractive than Margot Robbie.
Was she?
She was a very, very attractive person, but he cheated on her, and all of the story. You got the drill.
Yeah, it's a bummer because that could have been a fun story if he wasn't like doing coke and being a jerk. I love that scene where they're about to get married, or did they get married? He's like doing this, and then he uncovers her eyes, and it's a yacht, and she's like,
her name on
"What is that?" Yeah, and he's like, "It's your wedding present." I was like, "Wait, I've been married 16 times. I've never gotten a wedding present. What's going on? Are we supposed to get those, and I've missed out?"
No.
Have I missed out on 3 wedding presents?
No, they're not supposed to happen. No, that was just for the film. They made that up for the movie. It's like Cinderella. It doesn't really.
Are you being silly? Do you really give a wedding present?
Yeah, I mean, if you're capable, you absolutely give a wedding present.
But does she give one back, or you? I mean, surely it's just supposed to be received.
All right. So here's the funny thing about that boat. That boat may have been the biggest scam that he ever did. There are still people talking about that. That boat went down with unbelievable artwork and just crazy amounts of stuff on there, including a helicopter. Like when you read the book that the movie was based on, the amount of stuff that went down and the amount of money that they had to pay off on that boat. Yeah, they lost that yacht too. I think.
Remember when it was going down and he was like, "I will not die sober."
Yeah. The really sad thing is,
get the pills.
So I had a friend. We can call him James, but I watched him fall into a small creek that had stones on both sides of it, and he was going toward a waterfall, like literally. And I'm running along the side of it, and we had a good buzz going, and I'm yelling, "James, give me your hand!" And he's going, "Take the blow!" Like trying to hand me. I was like, "Dude, give me your hand." And I ended up pulling him up. Like, it would have made a great scene. But when I finally got him up, I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" He's like, "You got it right." I was like, "Bro." He goes, "I didn't want to live if the stuff went off the edge." So wow. I think that's probably, it was probably pretty real. Go get the Quaaludes.
Yeah. Get the ludes. He was like, "I will not die sober."
Well, he also, those ludes were not, ludes were gone by that time. They
were the originals. Yeah, it was. It was
a treat. Yeah, they took everything off.
It's amazing, Shelly.
Well, baby faced.
Real quick though, Tommy, just real quick, because we like to ask things from a man's point of view,
Okay.
Have I been scammed? Have I been cheated? Have I got cheated out of three, the German 3 wedding gifts?
At a minimum, 3. Yeah.
Am I supposed to get a gift but not give a gift?
You are supposed to absolutely get a gift.
Besides my ring, I'm supposed to get a gift. Thrice, I say. Thrice. I have had thrice betrothals. Hold on. Let me ask you something.
Nadine is absolutely the real, yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You are the gift, says Alex.
And you know what?
Meaning Alex, I don't have to give a gift.
Correct.
But wait, hold on. Is this I'm being serious with you guys right now. Is this a tradition? Like, is this something I didn't know about because I came from the church?
You get a gift from your husband on your wedding day. That is pretty
standard. On the wedding day? Is that when you get it?
Yes.
It's not like before? It's not like Christmas Eve or something?
I mean, it can be done any way the groom wants, but it's normally done on the wedding day.
Yeah. And you give a gift, says Carol Lauren.
Yeah, well, as far as I'm concerned.
What kind of a gift? Hold on. Quit it. Snail trails over here. Quit it. Hold on. Did you give a gift? Alan Valentine.
Hey.
Did you give a gift? I need to know.
Did I give a gift to
all your wives?
I was incarcerated for one. Made that a little difficult.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tommy, I imagine you giving a really nice watch. Would you?
When I got out, I got her a ridiculous watch. I think that you give I think you give a very nice gift on the wedding day. Yeah. If you're capable. That's the spirit, the wedding night good. So that's good too.
I never got a gift except the wedding night. Right. That's what I mean. Is there more than what goes into this? The boning and stuff? Is there an actual gift that I missed out on?
You did. And you missed
out. Oh, thank you, Chitty.
Well, you missed out on a 160 or 180 foot. The Nadine was pretty big. You should have at least gotten a boat that was half that, right? Say an Americruiser, something about 65, 70 feet. You got.
I am turned on by cheap things like I by that's bad. But that scene where she's like, "What?" And he's like, "It's your wedding present, honey." I was like, "Oh my God." I love that. Oh, that's so nice.
Isn't it?
Mom got a cedar chest. Dad got a smoking jacket and bathrobe. Hefner style. I like that. Nice. Jewelry is good on wedding night. You do it on the wedding night?
Well, jewelry would be nice to give on a wedding night. I'm going to wrap that chip in that rascal and let you look for it. Sorry, what?
Seems like a weird time to give a gift on your wedding night. That's when it's you're going to be getting busy. Wouldn't you give it the wedding morning?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. If I ever,
I'm just trying to think.
I always said if I was going to do it, I was only going to do it once. You know what I mean?
She meant nothing. She meant nothing to me.
But if I were to do it again, I don't see myself doing the big
the big show.
Falderall. Yeah, but it's not really
I've never
thought of it as the guy's decision. I always thought of it as the lady's decision. Love your glasses, by the way.
Whose glasses?
The ones you wear.
Okay, thank you.
They're feminine, just and I wore them. Rings, never married here. Can't you just do the Beetlejuice? Do it that style, like married, or something like that. Say the no. But how about you, Anna Nicole? Are you planning a big? I mean,
nope. I'm going to do it again for sure. But no, I only have had one wedding out of all three. And to be honest, they're overrated, but I don't have any friends. I had one friend, you guys met him, Ryan. Ryan came to my wedding, and then everybody else was on the groom side because I don't know anybody. And I thought it was pretty overrated, to be honest. Now I went for the food. Personally, the food was good. I knew it was going to be good. So I showed up for that. Otherwise,
you're funny.
I did the dress. I did all that. It was stupid. You're not listening. What are you trying to click on?
I'm listening. You did the dress.
Hey, jazzy girl. The two weddings before that, I went to I just did a justice of the peace.
Justice of the peace. Yeah.
Get it done. Yeah. I prefer that. I kind of like the quiet show.
A baker's dozen. 13. Mm-hmm. I'm kidding. Deuce.
I got a necklace on my wedding morning and wore it to the wedding. Karen, that was nice. Guys,
2.5. 2.5.
That would be cool, Layla. If you got married, imagine. Now, if I got remarried, would you guys want it to be streamed? That does kind of sound like fun to have everybody be a part of it. But at the same time, is it weird? Am I going to get harshly judged? But you know what I find? I get judged after every effing show I do. So I'm not sure that it matters. Oh, everybody's saying yes.
You know what, though? Here's the thing. Maybe over on the old channel, but not on the Relatabout.
Maybe what?
Well, you said, oh, it doesn't really matter because we'll get judged one way or the other, and I said, not so much on the Relatabout. I think
No,
we've
this is
been.
a place of peace.
This is a place of peace and no drama. It's almost a Zen kind of a.
It's Zen, and this is where I bring my emotional support, Tommy. And I will let him off the leash. So don't try it. Don't try it at home. Oh, how come you're allowed to do it, but I can't? When I'm Busey, you snap it down. You say, "Quit it, Busey."
I have this growl that goes with it that kind of makes it sound like I actually might be aggressive, and then you kind of come off with the Lucy, Busey thing. Did either of you go on a honeymoon when you got married? I have never done that per se. I have not.
On this last one, I did a wedding and then I did a honeymoon to
Shelly.
What's it called?
If we're gonna get married, put it behind a $25 paywall. If you're gonna get married, put that puppy behind a paywall and make people pay for it. Sherry Fullerton.
I never thought Vegas sounded like a good time to me. Gave you flowers? That sucks. I don't like getting flowers.
Grave flowers? You mean like they didn't have anything else, so he bought some grave flowers? Wow.
Is there a difference between grave flowers and anniversary flowers, though? On a first date, can I live stream our wedding? Yeah, that would be me on that, and I'd be asking about his peen and all kinds of things.
Live streaming
where did I go? I did one honeymoon. What was it called? Charleston. I went to Charleston.
Oh, nice.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I had a great time. Really hot though. I thought it was like sex. I was so excited to just fuck a lot. Happened twice. The whole 7 days it happened twice. Didn't happen on the wedding night at all. Happened twice, and I was really disappointed. I was actually a little bit heartbroken by it. I was like, this kind of sucks. I was hoping to.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Tommy, I'm trying to say stuff.
Yeah, you chose poorly. Like that's the recurring theme again and again and again, right? You chose poorly. I'm sorry. You chose poorly. You chose poorly.
Damn, Okie mom. Been married 4 times, never have been given a wedding day gift. All right, I guess we're in the same boat there. And we didn't get a boat. Similar for you, Chris and Melinda, same. Yeah, I have to be honest, guys. Oh my God. Shelly is a photographer. She was going to do the photography. I would travel to the US just to make your wedding cake. I love you. That's amazing. Joe Virus was going to DJ the thing.
See, look,
so maybe you can't do a justice of the peace.
You have everything falling together. You just need to
I gotta find him. Honeymoon. I would be expecting. Yeah, Layla, I was expecting to but here's the thing about me. Whenever I'm out of town, like honeymoon, go out of town, I don't care if it's 3 hours from here over the weekend. I always get real excited. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to have a lot of sex. Like, even if it has nothing, it's a business trip. I just get excited. It doesn't, what are you laughing at? It doesn't happen for me.
I don't.
Aww, you're going to get a whole lifeboat for your next wedding. That's sweet. Huh?
There you go.
Shelly, yeah. Well, I was planning on it, Shelly. I got to get a date set up, and I need to get somebody to ask. But I'm gonna get there, girl. I feel like I'm still. I talked to a guy today, Tommy, that said, you're looking good. You're gonna be just fine in this world, girl. And I said, really? Even with the tum? And he said, oh, absolutely. Yeah, you don't have any problems.
And of course, you went. What? You went.
I did actually.
I said, dangerous. Right.
I was talking to a guy. I was out at the trash, and I was talking to a guy in my neighborhood, and he said, you look good. You're not going to have a problem. And I said, really? And he said, no, I'm being serious. I said, even with my chubby tum, he said, we don't care about that. He said, trust me, you're going to do just fine, girl. I said, really? He said, yes. I like
When
to
did your
ask total
Tourette's kick in?
strangers. Right after that, it was wild. I threw the mail at him and I said, get the hell out of this cul-de-sac right now.
I don't think you're telling us the truth.
I agree with this. She chose what she needed at the time. She's changed and evolved. I could see it that way too. Shelly, you're going to do the
Changing the
photos.
subject. You're changing the subject. You don't honor your Tourette's, and that's just absolutely awful. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Back to the setup. What colors am I thinking? Let's see the cake photos and DJ store. Now we just need waiting on a groom. Yeah. Any ideas, Tommy?
Always something. It's always something, right?
I knew it. I knew there was something missing.
Yeah. Yeah. Purple.
Okay.
Purple's always good. Vegemite is a gift from the gods. Valentine. I was about to have you thrown out, but then I remembered you're the one that throws people out. What?
Purple is the color of royal, and there's something about that. The royal order, it's a royal thing, and I can't do it.
You know what? Let's go with pink. I'm a pretty big fan of the
You
color
do love
pink,
don't you?
I'm also a fan of the color green and blue. What?
I love this, Gretchen. She is a licensed psychologist in California. Necessary.
Oh, okay.
Very
necessary.
Excellent.
Oh yes, Margie's got this. Divorce, then groom. You need to,
Yep.
Use your favorite color, Reese. That's that seems to be the. Joanne says, "I think your groom should wear a green shirt." Okay, all right.
That's different.
Pink,
I like pink.
Makes you think of steel magnolias.
Blush and bashful. I like pink. Pink is my signature color. I like pink. Yes, Atkins in Texas. Yeah. So that's the thing, Tommy. I've only had one wedding, and I have to say it was overrated. I liked the Justice of the Peace stuff, but
I've
to be
only had
honest,
one like outside real wedding.
would you live stream your wedding? It would be weird. It would be a little weird.
I would probably be cool with doing that, but it would need to be really a brief kind of a thing.
Why?
Well, because if I'm going to ever go down that road again, right, then I'm going to go from wherever that chapel is to I'm going to stop filming so that I can start filming.
Excuse me?
Huh?
That sounds like fun, Auntie Wombat. I don't know what you mean. Stop filming and start filming.
I'm going to stop live streaming so that I can go back and start my my life, my honeymoon, and all of the fun that goes along with that.
I see. That makes please stop. I suddenly gotta yeah, that's a fun time, Auntie Wombat. Tommy, I have a question. Do you propose then publicly, or do you do that more privately?
Oh no, I don't think. Well, the proposal is always something that has to balance the whole romantic thing, but still has to make like a pretty strong statement, and sometimes that.
Thank you for that.
Well played. Well played.
Is that more of a private thing for you as a guy? I'll never know because I'll never propose in my life to anyone.
I think it should be, but people do it at sporting events and things like that. And I always think two things. I always think, what if she goes?
What'd she say?
Yeah, I don't really want to. I don't really want to marry.
I said no to a proposal once in front of people. Somebody proposed to me named Tom. His name was Tom, and he had a whole big dinner party, and he had it all planned out, and he proposed to me, and I was like, no. And I'm out of here. And I felt terrible about it. And I still feel awkward as hell. Wow. You're right. You know why though? He got on one knee. The ring sucked. And his proposal, do you guys want to hear it? He looked up at me and went, "Want to get married?" No. Nope. That isn't how we do things here in America. I don't think so. No.
I told you what I did, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, I would, Kestrel. Yes, I would.
You would cut the legs out from under what?
A bad proposal. Proposals are important. Jeff proposed really romantically to me, and it was important to me. It was good. It was good. It was real good. And I know you proposed very romantically to
my first
the
wife.
first one. Yeah.
You should always say no to a Tom. Oh wow, that's a little harsh. I am not a Tom though, so we're good.
He's not a Tom. He's not a Tom, and you don't look like a Tom. That's kind of cute. Making out in front of a fireplace. All right. I mean, it's not a lot of thought.
That is lovely.
It was so awkward, Shelly. It was so bad. And you know what else happened during that dinner party that was awful?
What's that?
The host made some kind of roast or meat, and it was super, super, super undercooked, like bloody. And Tom knew I didn't eat meat, and he was like, "Just don't eat it." And I was like, and I just would like stuff it into a napkin, and I was like smashing it into a napkin. The whole thing was really bad. Blonde hair.
So
have you guys ever heard of
option? Like
no,
he didn't have an option for you?
Nope.
Wow, what a shocker! You didn't say yes.
I know. Also, he was a funeral director. I helped him embalm people late nights. It was gross. You know what? Have you guys heard of the Biltmore? Does everybody know what the Biltmore is in Asheville, North Carolina? It's the oldest house in America. It's the largest house. It's the most romantic place. It has like 200 bedrooms. Biltmore, dude. George Vanderbilt in the 1800s built that for his future wife that he had never met. He was so romantic. Yeah, I did a Christmas candlelight tour through that house. And back then, husbands and wives' rooms were separate. And I was going through the wife's bedroom, and it was beautiful, Edith Vanderbilt. And I said, "This is my most favorite room of the whole house." It was so girly and pink and beautiful. And now Jeff didn't get down on one knee, which kind of bummed me out, but he's a huge guy and maybe it's hard for him to get back up. But he just pulled a ring out and he said, "Should I ask you to marry me in this room then?" And I said, "Did you just ask me a question with a question?"
Right.
And that was it. But that was nice. That was nice. That was a good try and I appreciated it. It was romantic. And Tommy, you are also romantic.
Yeah, Spanky's
I like that. That is cute.
That is cool.
That is cute, Shelly. See, that's simple but adorable. What?
Yeah, she would steal the Cracker Jacks on a fairly regular basis.
Yeah,
so I razor bladed the bottom out of a package of Cracker Jacks and put the ring inside the little packet thing that they put inside the Cheerios. I mean, inside the Cracker Jacks. And I was driving down the street when she, was eating the stuff so slow. I wanted to like backhand her like you see in movies, right? I'm like, eat the stuff. But once she did find it, I pulled over on a 4-lane highway and got down on one knee. So
you did?
I did on a 4-lane highway. People beeping, everything else. I was like holding the ring up. Knock it off. Right? This is important.
Oh my God. I didn't know that part. That is so
Nassau
cute.
Road 1. I shut down Nassau Road 1 to do it.
That is really sweet. I love that. April, I'm so sorry. My husband came in and threw the ring at me and said, "Put this on."
You gotta love a romantic devil. It's the
man.
It's the Rocky Balboa. I was wondering if you wouldn't mind marrying me too much. Nothing like a little. Nothing like a little.
It's like that dude. Want to get married? I was like, absolutely not. I can do better than this. Oh wow, Shelly. Yeah, I'm not waiting 15 years, girl. No way. That's too long. Tommy, that is really cute. That is really a cute story. That may be the most romantic thing I've heard.
Well, and the funny thing was she went, "I got a ring." And the way she said it was like so nonchalant. And I thought like I was devastated that the wind was getting knocked out of me. And then she went, "Oh my God, I got the ring." And then I started breathing again. Yeah, I think these days that'd probably get me life. I could those were back in the days where I could do things like that. I think if I did that today.
That is really cute, though. I hope that you, if you ever get remarried, you have more tricks up your sleeve like that. We have such a beautiful how we met story. I won't throw John under the bus by saying how he mucked up the proposal. That's so sweet though, Lauren. You guys are a sweet couple. I love you guys.
Right.
And you know what? There's really no wrong way to do it. If you guys are in love, then it's meant to be. It's kind of like we talked about yesterday. I think I'm ugly naked. The person who loves me is not going to see that. They're not going to think that. So it's kind of the same thing, right?
I have a friend whose wife swallowed her engagement ring.
Wow.
He put it in a glass of champagne like he was slick.
Ooh,
and when he
gross.
went like this, she went and threw the entire thing back. Right. And he was like, and yeah, it was but nothing more romantic than let's dig this out in the next 3 days.
That
what
would
do you think?
suck. Yeah, because you'd want to see it. You'd want to be in a hurry to see it. Now you gotta wait. Yeah. Huh.
Yeesh.
Put Reese's in a block of cheese. You could put it in an enchilada.
What a romantic thing to say, right?
Come on, Hef. There's more. You could put that thing into some salsa. Don't be silly. Yeah, there's all kinds of different ways to do it. That's pretty cute. That's pretty
Correct.
Pretty damn
Can't
cute.
go wrong. Do the right thing. Don't drag someone that's on stage, or put somebody on a big screen that's I think that are we planning the relate about wedding? No, I don't think it's a very cool concept. But
it's a cool concept.
Couple of hiccups, hitches.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Speed bumps.
Speed bumps. Thank you, Johnny Scoville. On demand. You see that? Shows up, drops the speed bumps. You need to nest. Oh, right. Frozen in ice cube. That's not such a bad idea. That's kind of cool. Propose to during sex? Hard no, says Leila.
I just think proposals probably need to be more private. Now, what Jeff did was not private. There were people around.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was funny.
There were people around, but it was not very public either. I just think it needs to be more of a I don't know. I guess it could go both ways. Some people might like a public proposal, but I don't know. It feels a little weird.
I don't think public is the way to go.
It seems seems like a lot. It's a lot of pressure, honestly, on both parties. Don't you agree? What if something goes wrong? What if it doesn't go the way you're planned? Even if she said yes, like what if it just doesn't go step by step how you have it arranged? No, I don't know.
You know something? I think that if you find the right person, right, you can lay out the greatest plan in the entire world. Every single aspect of it can go completely wrong, and the two of you will tell the story in this cute, disgusting way. So for so many years to come, that people are going to go, "Oh God, don't ask them the proposal story." Right? Oh God, don't ask them they're going to tell the proposal story, right? Because that's what happens. People fall in love, and it's different.
Hey, whine a little bit more. Glad you made it. I think when it's right, it's right. Why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night? What?
I said, that's never going to happen for me anyway.
You're not going to?
I execute things perfectly. That's all. The key is to not have it be such an unbelievable, like a Rube Goldberg kind of thing where, the ball rolls down and knocks the thing over and all of these crazy. How about just kind of pure basic, you, the person you care about, tell them how you feel, right? And say,
Alan, is that for somebody else, Alan? Because we're going there, aren't we?
Something you want to tell us, Valentine, or feeling some kind of way there?
Yeah, Alan, what do you got? What are you thinking there, brother? We need to know. You put it out there.
Yeah. Yep. See, Auntie Wombat says, even if something goes wrong, think of it this way. You'll have a story to tell for the ages and some good laughs, right?
I don't know that I want that, though. Like, I don't want to be like, well, let me tell you, he totally screwed up. Like, I don't know that I want that.
No, but you know what? Honestly, I don't know that the massive...
Wow, right? Kestrel.
I don't know that the massive... what's the word I'm looking for? I think it's more important that the person conveys to their significant other, right? How that, I mean, that's a pretty big damn thing, right? And it isn't the ring, and it's the shoving your chips into the center of the table and saying, this is the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with, right? And I think it should be maybe less about the show. I mean, that was a cool thing, but trust me that after the ring got discovered, there was the speech that went with it. And I think that the speech is probably more important than the rest of the stuff.
Definitely for me, but I'm a Cancer sign. I don't care how the show goes down. The words. What is my love language, Tommy? Words of affirmation, brother.
Yes. Now, am I doing this the right way, or which one did you say? What is that?
That's the German 3.
Okay. Yeah. See,
Why?
I also
what does that mean?
Cancer, the third.
Third Cancer? What does that mean?
I was born on the 3rd. I was born on the 3rd.
What does that have to do with anything? I know this.
I'm a Cancer. That's what I was saying. So obviously, I understand what you're saying.
I just like
try to keep up, Anna Nicole. But
I like the speech. I like the words. I think
that's the most important part.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the part I would remember more than how it's done, honestly. Like what I would melt about. Where the hell have you been, Deb S? I was thinking about you yesterday. Oh, that's so cute, Deb.
Oh, that really is beautiful.
Cute. Yeah, that's Deb.
Really
I'm happy to see you.
But you know what? Guys do go out on a limb, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're really putting yourself out there. So my suggestion to any guy that's planning on doing it is, film it, right? So inappropriate heifer says, sorry, I fainted. What did I miss?
Yeah, Hef, I think that was more for you than anybody else, girl. I'm thinking. I don't know for sure, but felt like that message was for you. Sounds serious. Are you guys have you been married? Has Alan been married?
He has.
Okay.
He has, but he is not now.
Okay.
Kathy Ann back on board. Good to have you. Tell you what, it's been out of control. It's a good thing you're here. Crazy around here. I mean, it's been nuts.
It goes haywire when she's gone. Oh, Hef's been married once. See, I like to switch it up every 5 years or so.
Hannah Nicole believes that the magic number is 7, right? Isn't 3 the magic number? Not this time. Nope.
Right? We both love soup.
Vinny. My cousin Vinny.
I love my cousin
Third time
Vinny.
Was the charm? Not for me. Nope. 9th time was the charm.
You sounded just like it. Not for me. Nope. 2 Utes. 2 what?
Right. So when the 2
I bet the Chinese food here is terrible. I'm happy you made it, Debs. Oh, me too. She was so cute. She was so. They were so cute.
That's really gross unless you're 5 or under. What?
I loved how flirty they were. They were so cute. They were so cute.
Yeah, no, they really were.
What are you trying to click on? Why do you do this every time? Tell me what you need.
I just see because if I stop, I've got it. Reese gets the 5-year itch. That's terrible.
We have to figure out how to be on each other's team in StreamYards. We can both do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we're on the same team, at least most of the time.
Well, we're on. Yeah. There's a time or two that we haven't been, isn't there?
Yes.
We were talking about that earlier. Men and women communicate differently.
This is actually a very important thing because men and women do communicate differently. Most men and women, but that's not a hard, fast rule either because it is a general accepted rule that women are considerably more verbal than guys, right? There are some studies done that women use far more words each day than men do. And I think that there's probably some truth to that. Probably not me, right? I think I probably skew that in the man department, right? Because I talk a lot.
You do. We love that about you.
Yeah, I'm a talker. But
you are.
Most men do not. And most men, and I think that's an issue. But even when people communicate well, right? Every single time something is going wrong, it's because the communication has gone to hell. Think about it. It's 100 out of 100 times. Because you can go, no, that really isn't the case. This is what the problem is. No, whatever the problem was started because you weren't talking about something. Whatever it was started because you got a little grain of sand in there that started to like give you that gritty thing, right? Instead of saying, hey, that's starting to rub me the wrong way, right? You let it go, and you let it go, and you let it go, and you let it go until finally it explodes. And then people start saying terrible things. And, over
and
a
we
decade,
have done that. You and I are guilty of that.
I think not recently, right?
No, but we've done it. We're not, I mean, even as what I'm trying to say is, I'm not throwing you under the bus here. Even as good as we communicate, it happens.
No, it does. Absolutely, it does. There's also something to be said for being able to bounce back from it when you screw up, right? And I mean screw up as friends, right? Yeah. Okay. It's funny because I'm watching. Are you watching the chat? Funny stuff.
I always watch my class. Always have an eye on my classroom.
Funny stuff going on around here.
I see that.
Funny stuff going on around here.
You make a very good point, Tommy. It also, so I kind of feel like that's true as far as what you say to one another that's hurtful isn't as important as what you do about it after. Because people are going to F up. People are going to make mistakes. They're going to say things they don't mean. That's not really the important part. The important part is, how do we come back? How do we get back to love after that? Right. And that is a hard thing to do.
It is. And I'll tell you something. I think it's probably, it's more difficult for friends than I think it probably is for people who are lovers, right? I mean, if you're standing next to somebody and you can hold somebody's hand, or there are things that you can do. Wow, I love that story. That isn't the nicest way to say it, but 25 years later, I love that. It is. I think it's the most important thing in the world. For real, the refractive period. What happens after friends say something that hurts one another? When you say it to a lover, there's there's makeup, sex, there's all kinds of things that can sort of bring that back. But if you can do that as friends, you can do that with people that you know over the phone. And I don't mean necessarily I mean any kind of friends, right? Same sex, whatever. But I think that's pretty impressive stuff. It really is, and it's a lost art. And those of us that are trying to bring it back, I think it's a pretty incredible thing. What do you think, Quibble? Shelly, it's impossible to get back sometimes. Sorry.
I'm new at having friendships in general, like real ones, like unconditional love type stuff. And I'm finding it's easy and it's hard to balance. It can be hard. I'm using you and I as an example here. I guess I am kind of putting you in the hot seat. I'm not going to go into detail, but I use you and I as an example because we are, one, such close friends, right? As close as friends can get. But two, we communicate real good. At least you would think. It looks like we do.
Yes.
But even we don't sometimes, and we make mistakes, and one of us pisses the other one off, or both. And even you and I, it's sometimes hard to come back to that meeting place. Now, like you just said, it hasn't happened in a long time, and I agree with that. But there are times which I told you the other day, we were talking, and you said, I loved what you did, and I really appreciated it. You were like, I'll call you back. And I said, why? Because I didn't know what was going on. You were like, because I need a minute to just like collect my thoughts. And I could tell you were upset. You weren't mad at me. But I loved what you did there, because most men probably wouldn't even think to do that. Like, you were basically saying, like, you're about to be the target if I don't like close the store, and I don't want to unleash on you.
Yeah.
And you did. You called me back like 3 minutes later, and I said, "Are you all right?" And you said, "Yeah, I'm fine. I just kind of had to collect myself because I was overthinking the situation." And I loved that. And I think I said,
I didn't want it to
correct. And this was a couple days ago, and I think I even said to you, thank you for doing that. Like, that was really kind of you, and thinking ahead, and just, You were looking at the big picture of the whole situation. I just really love that about you. I've never known a man to do something like that. Guys, think about what we just articulated. Tommy could he could see the scene before it was happening. He was going to get upset. He didn't want it to be me that he was upset at, because then he was going to say things he didn't mean, and he was going to have to clean that mess up. And I wasn't the problem in the first place. He could see all that before. Go ahead.
I think the reason that happens, though, Anna Nicole, is because when we screwed up in the past and we've had and we've butted heads, everyone has been a misunderstanding. There's never been, honestly, we don't have arguments where there's never been an argument where you said something mean and hurt my feelings and that caused it, or I said something mean that hurt you. Every single argument we've had has been literally a misunderstanding where somebody misunderstood what someone else said. And we live in a world where you got to be wicked careful now, right? We communicate in ways that have no nuance.
Yeah.
I think you and I are a lot better at like not doing, if we're texting, it's, hey, what time is that live? Mm-hmm. The live, nothing nothing that's gray.
That's exactly
it's black
right.
and white stuff.
Texting for us really gets us into trouble quickly. I can't tell you guys how many times in the past, not recently because we've learned, but I've texted something with Tommy and he'll call me and go, explain to me what you just meant by that. Like, I can tell that he's about to get pissed if he took it the way he took it. And then I explain it and he goes, oh, all right, I'll see you at 3:00. Like, he's fine. But whatever I said in that text, he read it and misinterpreted it however I didn't mean it. So, but I love that too, because again, he's in a way protecting me. He's not getting, he has the potential. He's ready to be fired up, but he's like, break down to me what you meant by that. And then I do. And almost every time you're like, oh, okay. It's almost like you are saying like you speak a different language. And I think I think your English was broken up there a little bit. And then I do. And you're like, oh, okay. I know what you meant. Never mind. Yeah.
No, I think that there really is a lot to that. And I think that we're getting a lot better at, because here's the situation, right? There are always things that drive you insane. There's always little things, right? There are things going on in your life and you've been open about them, right? Like you had to take a call in the beginning of this show. That kind of stuff is stressful as hell, right? That kind of stuff can put just an awful lot onto someone's plate. And especially when things like that are going on, if you just hang up the phone from something like that, maybe it's best if we take about 6 minutes, because same thing with me. If I were the person on that same call, I'm liable to lash out at the first person that I talk to, not intentionally, but it's something that we do. So I've just gotten better at going, hey, you know what? Let's just, I'll just go lash out at nothingness, and then figure this out on my own.
Like my thoughts, and then call you back. So I'm not doing it to you. Yeah, I really appreciated that. And it's something my therapist said on Monday. I was talking about how well we communicate and that particular, how we've kind of been, it's like we finally found our groove. It kind of took a minute, but now we kind of do that. And he goes, that is really good that he does that. Cause I don't do that, Tommy. I don't have the fiery feel as much as you do, where I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta think about this for a minute. I don't do that. You have to do that. Do you agree? I don't get as fired up as you do about stuff, which is fine. But he goes, I'm glad that Tommy does that, because we have to have a solution to this right now. He's kind of like, put a pin in this. I'll call you back. I got to think about this for a minute. I'm kind of pissed. And he's saying, I'm not pissed at you. I'm just mad at whatever is going on. I gotta think this through. Maybe he goes in journals. He's done that before too, where he's like, I gotta go write some things down. I love though that you do that, because you're not trying to get an immediate solution. You're kind of going, let's hold for a minute. And I'm glad we're talking about this, guys, because I saw Miss Sunrise Dawn say, can you come train my husband? This is it's important. And I think that more couples would probably communicate so much better if that was the case. I have been in so many relationships where it's 0 to 100. It's just an outburst. And it's always because of what you just said. Like every time you and I have had a misunderstanding or a fight, it's because it was a misunderstanding. It's never what we thought it was.
It's never what we thought it was.
Never what we thought it was. So take that, guys, and think about that. Every time I have a fight, it's 0 to 100. I don't get a chance to stop it. it's just explodes. That sucks. Do you know how hurtful that is? Especially because my love language is words of affirmation. When you start tearing me down and saying F you, or I'm never going to talk to you again, or any of those things, I don't forget. It scars me for life.
Switch. It's also like a light switch. People disengage. And if you don't see that, right, you can watch this happen to friends. You can watch it happen to other people. You can see it happen in restaurants. Really sad. I was with Johnny. We were going into a grocery store, and there was a couple walking in, and the exchange between this couple was one of just the most disturbing things you've ever seen. And as they walked inside, my brother looked at me and went, "Do you have a feeling the last 15 years probably look like that?" By the way, neither of them were being friendly. They were barking at each other back and forth in a language it was just so. And he said, "Seriously, how long do you think that's been going on?" And I just thought, we lose it in increments, because those two people that were walking into that store went, "Oh my God," right? That's how they started, right? And now they're barking at each other, and it's a terrifying thing, right?
It's a terrifying thing. And Tommy, I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
Because those words being spoken to you are emotionally abusive. Yes, Teresa. And I think Tommy will understand this as a Cancer sign and just as a very sensitive person. Once, people say things they don't mean, I get that. But sometimes you go deep enough that I'll never forget that about you. And I don't think people realize once you do that, a little bit of love and caring and all those things, I'm going to pull away from you. And it doesn't come back for me. I don't know if it's because of where I came from, but if you say to me like, fuck you, or I'm never going to talk to you again, or if you threaten those things, or if you say certain things to me, I'm almost like I'm keeping score. Like, okay, we can keep up this relationship, but just know I'm never going to forget that. And I know your potential now. And I don't think people realize how important words are. Words are so important to me, and you can't sometimes take that shit back.
Right.
So I love that Tommy does that and goes, I got to call you back. And see, I'm getting better too. If you've noticed, yeah, it's slowly chipping away at your soul. If you've noticed, I used to cross the boundary there and go, well, hold on. Well, wait. Cause I don't understand. And now I'm going, okay, call me back. Okay.
Yeah,
bye.
that's exactly. And that is exactly what happened 2 days ago. You were like, you know what? Yep. Call me back.
Yeah, I said why, because I didn't know if you meant like you had a doctor's appointment. You said, right. I got to let you go. I'm going to have to call you. And I went, why? Cause I was confused. Like, do you have is there something I didn't know? You had to go. And then when you said that, though, you said, because you said, no, I need a few minutes because I need to think this. And I was like, oh, okay,
yeah,
bye. Bye. Yeah, I was like, okay.
Like, yeah, go.
Yes.
Words do hurt more than physical wounds. That's a fact.
That's why I've said I'd rather be punched in the face. I would.
Yeah, well, neither of those should happen. But for real, it is definitely something that, but again, it starts, right? You look at these people and you go, I guarantee you, he called her honey bun and all of those things, right? So how do you go from that to the two people that walk into a lawyer's office or walk into a counselor and say, yeah, we can't communicate, we don't talk, we hate each other, whatever? How do you go from there to there? 1,000th of an inch at a time. I promise you. You certainly don't go there in leaps and bounds. You go there in little itty bitty little increments, and it's swallowing stuff, right? It's things that your significant other says something that hurts, and you go, it's not even worth bringing up. Oh, it's worth bringing up. If you don't, that becomes a cancer. It does. And it starts to
becomes a cancer, and I don't know what's acceptable and normal and what's not. Like I realize. Hold on. I realize
I'm not doing that.
It's for Huxley. I realize that I also have a hard time because of, I think, all the Scientology background, like knowing what's normal in a relationship, like being told for me to go fuck myself or that I'm a piece of shit mother, all those things. I'm well, no, I do. I'm like, well, that's normal though, right? Like people say mean things, like people say things. Now, I don't think that is. And I think going forward,
are okay, but not tearing people down. It's never supposed to be personal. You can argue about an issue. You can argue, but when it starts to get personal, that is when you start to eat away at little pieces of the soul. And that's how you go from I love you to, right, the things that people say that are hateful. Right. That's how you get from one to the other is just in that exact same thing. It's that, oh, everybody does this.
Hi,
No, they
Rhonda.
don't. No, they don't. That's not normal.
Well, that's what I
Fred was
mean.
normal.
But I justify away those things. I'm like, people say things they don't mean. But yeah, I think that is probably something that I need to work on in therapy, that was not normal. That is not normal.
It is not normal.
Yeah. I love that
No.
BT kitten. Yeah. Having these conversations on a platform is amazingly beneficial to everyone watching. That is a squeaky ass chair, dude.
Yeah,
I've done so much self-reflection and growing since finding you guys. I tell my therapist, YouTube is life. I love that BT kitten. That's why we're here. Seriously. That's why Tommy created this channel. And I love it so much. This is where we belonged in the first place. Do you notice? I feel so much more at ease here. I don't want to do it on my channel and I don't want to do it on the boat. It doesn't feel like home. This feels like home for me with you.
Yeah.
I'm totally comfortable.
There's absolutely something to that. And no name calling, no hateful language, no insults. And you know what? No absolutes. You always do that. You never do that, right? Those kind of things are death. You start communicating with someone and that's death.
Go back to the beginning of this video and someone said, what are your deal breakers? That's it. Because I have experienced that so much. You're a piece of shit mother and you can go fuck yourself. Right. I don't want that again. And I don't want someone saying like, you do that again and I'm out of here. Then go. I'm used to disconnection. Yeah. Don't threaten me again with it though, because I will take you up on it. I don't like that. I really don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhonda, I love that. It's real talk. It helps all of us. I know it helps me. And guys, I was going to say too, going forward, because Tommy and I are enjoying this so much, I want to still continue to talk about communication between men and women. I think that's important. But if you guys have any specific like topics that you want to go into, list them in here. Like tell us what you want us to talk about, because there's so many things. You do have to have boundaries. Yeah. Well, what do you do when you have boundaries and the person crosses them though? And you say, you can't do that. And they say, I don't care. You will endure it.
Again, that starts incrementally, because in the beginning, when you cross a boundary, the first time that it occurs to you that you hurt your friend, right? The first time that it occurs to you that the boundary that you crossed hurt that person, you probably aren't going to do it again. And very often we start talking about these things, and we're talking about relationships we might have been in for 5 years, or we're talking about relationships that you might have been in for 20 years or whatever. And it's not the same thing, right? If you had started from scratch, right, with those kind of communications, then you never get to the point where, because every time you realize that, oh my God, I just hurt that person, right? I don't want to hurt her. I'm not going to say that again. Like that goes into I'm not doing that again. Right. And you will find that the more you hurt the person that you're supposed to be loving, right, the crappier sex gets, right? The crappier everything gets. The less laughing that goes on.
Your quality of life. Yeah. The quality of life dies.
Goes to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah.
The only thing that prospers in all of that is addiction. I promise. You'll eat 5 times more, right? You'll do more drugs. You'll gamble more. You'll buy more stuff at stores, right? Addiction will run wild. It's the only thing that benefits from crappy communication. It is. Nothing else.
Teresa, I hear you. My thing that I think, I think, Tommy, it's really important to start out really, truly respecting and being somebody's close friend. I think it's important to be friends with somebody. Mm-hmm. I have, like for me, I'll give you an example. Like I will say, because I hear you guys saying what you're saying and it all makes sense. And I've said this over and over. You crossed a boundary. You hurt my feelings. That was like a really deep wound you just opened. And the response that I typically get is, well, maybe next time you won't behave that way and you won't get treated that way. Don't ask for it then. Like that's a hard thing to endure. So I think just going forward, that I'm thinking of my list, of things that are just deal breakers, unacceptable. That's unacceptable.
There's not much worse than people that try to use negative reinforcement, right? Like I'm going to teach you, right? I'm going to teach you to do the right thing because I'm going to crap all over you when you do the wrong thing. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's not It's a terrible, terrible way to build a relationship. It's mental abuse. It creates not a relationship. It creates Stockholm syndrome, right? That's what it creates. It literally creates a situation where you're in a toxic environment where, in all honesty, right, it's not safe between here, right? I'm not talking about the physical. I'm talking about your dome piece. No one should live in a relationship like that, right? Truthfully, but sadly, that is a place where a lot of people find themselves.
I've never found myself in it until I've never had one like that. It's a whole new experience for me, and I'll tell you, it's been eye-opening. Maybe it's something I needed to go through, but it's hard because I don't ever want to. It's really hard. It's really hard when you're like, I want to sit down and talk about this. I want to talk about the emotions of what was just said, how hurtful that was, and then to get it's an almost routine response is just, well, maybe you won't show that behavior again, and you won't get treated that way. Ask yourself why you were treated that way.
It's bizarre. Showed you.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, sure showed you.
Yeah.
doesn't pay off, right? Kirsten Melinda says, Reese, you may have been conditioned as a kid to accept way worse than you should. And sadly, I think that there's probably some truth to that.
Maybe.
You know what though? Atkins in Texas says you deserve respect. And I don't care how weird you feel. I would say that to yourself in a mirror 15 times a day. If you knew how many daily affirmations I had to do so that I could face myself after the life that I lived, right? There is something to be said for daily affirmations, right? If you have automatic negative thoughts, sometimes you have to, sometimes you got to put stuff into your brain, right? I have to do an external hard drive. Sometimes I got to put stuff in there.
I know we've talked about that. I like this too, Teresa. So your friendship with Tommy, with the respect and boundaries you're experiencing, is setting the new base level of what to expect from friends and future love. Yeah, well, not just Tommy, but just with you guys, just human beings in general that are not Scientologists and people who are, willing to go back and forth and have a conversation instead of the, you got this because you deserved it. End of story.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah,
that's awful.
Yeah.
And if I were beta, I'm sorry. But that's
Yada.
awful. Yeah.
This, when I'm hurt, I don't even want to look at and when I'm ready, talking serious told he doesn't want to have a therapist. Yeah. See, that's another thing that's important to me. I can't have sex. Sex is such a very deeply emotional, I have to have an emotional tie in order to do it. So I have experienced that as well, where like there's a fight and I haven't talked to the person for days and they're like, let's do it. And I'm like, oh, no way. Like I can't get there emotionally. I have to be emotionally attached. And that's why I could never have one night stands.
One night stands are, they're not about connection. It's not what they're about at all. No.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, guys, we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. I don't want to drag it out, Tommy, but I like talking about this stuff. Have any Scientologists reach out to you since setting up your channel? I have spoken to 2 under the radar Scientologists, but nobody that knows I'm declared and disconnected from me. No. If you guys have ideas about like just subjects that you want to discuss, of course, Tommy and I will come up with our own. But I love talking. I love the interaction with the chat. I love talking with you guys and taking it where we want it to go.
Sexual desires ain't love, it's pleasure. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
know. I think that with the right person, I assure you, they meld. I believe that they meld. But it absolutely can mean nothing, and it did for me for a long, long time. Right? You can turn it off. You can have it be something that has nothing to do with love, or it can go the other way. I love that.
That's amazing. Yeah, me too.
Love that.
You're lucky.
You're not the weird one.
No, you are not. No. And some people can do what he does. Some people can just screw without emotion. I can't do that.
Yeah. Carol.
Me too, Layla.
You know what? People that guys who cheat, right, do it for a myriad of reasons, but in every single one, it has something to do with horrifically bad self-esteem. It has to do with horrifically, just damaged self-esteem, and very often it's guys that use that just as a way to feel good about themselves for short intervals of time. I'm not giving him a pass. What I'm saying is it had nothing to do with you, right? It didn't have anything to do with you. The guy's broken, right? And you got to go and get fixed. It requires a hell of a lot of counseling. It requires a lot of effort.
Yes, and I agree with you, Shelly, there, big time. That's like the thing I read the other night about sex. Like, men are visual and they can get off quickly and be done. But it's like takes a special man to like slow that because she likes it that way. Like, women are not wham bam. Like, that's exactly right. It's between the ears. Yes, totally.
Largest erogenous zone on the human body, the brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. The young lady in line behind us told hubby and I we were adorable. It became a standing joke with us. Love that.
That's cute, Mary.
Love that.
Yes, cheaters are awful, Christine.
No, it's super important though. I honestly believe that this is an important distinction, right? It's not. I know that there are women out there that are thinking, and there are guys out there too that are thinking, you know what, I got cheated on because I was, this is what was wrong. If I had done this, and this better, and that, my mate said, if I had done this, and this better, then this. No, it's all BS. Had nothing to do with you, right? It's about you, mate. It's about the cheater. The cheater needs help, right? A crap pile of it. Mm-hmm. But it has nothing to do with you. That is a default, right? A defect in the man.
That is so true. Yes. That's a good point. Shelly, thank you for pointing that out. Tomorrow's the day. $5 years.
I know.
Since he died.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's tough. It really is.
Yeah, it's okay though. I've been going through the motions of 5 years ago, and like this time right now, hospice was coming, and yeah, it was horrible, but it's kind of good to go for me because I remember everything. I remember every sound. I remember everything.
Atkins, I agree with you 100%. Cheating is not one-dimensional, right? It isn't. There are, and as I said earlier, there are a myriad of reasons why people cheat. But in every single case,
love you, Miss Sunrise Dawn,
it comes back to the person who's doing the cheating. Even if it always good decision, bad decision, whatever, right? Just like we make decisions in life, we stick with them. I love the idea of raising a glass to Fred. I think that's
and tomorrow I'm gonna take myself out to the place that he and I always went on a date to. I do that on his death anniversary date, our wedding anniversary date, and his birthday. 3 times a year I go to that place. And it's a really good little Italian place in Kansas City that he loved.
I love it.
Yeah. Yep, Layla, I'm going to the place you had your last date with Fred. Yep.
Oh my God, Kim.
When you come home early from work with a migraine, find this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never understood cheating at home. If you're going to cheat, like fly somewhere and do it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't understand the cheating in your own bed at home.
It's bad form. There's something nastier about that. That's just not right.
There is, and it's so confident. Like I can't even get myself off at home if there's someone in the house. Like I don't want to be caught doing it with myself. Like I can't imagine being like, quick, come in. He's at work. Are you nuts? That is so stupid. and horrible. And I'm so sorry, Kim. That's horrible. I can't come back from that. It's happened to you, Tommy, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, that sucks. That sucks. It
That's
really does.
Person Melinda. Yeah, there's something to that. People who cheat at home probably want to get caught. There could be some truth to that.
Oh, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Dan O'Connor cheated with his wife now, Amanda, while his ex-wife was throwing a birthday party in the house for him. He and Amanda went downstairs, had sex, and he got her pregnant. That's fax machine, man.
Yeah, sounds like an ace.
Throwing a birthday party for your husband, and he goes downstairs and cheats on you. Real class act, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. It's never a pretty thing. But I will, regardless of how many reasons there are, I'm always going to come back to it's not your fault. I promise you. If somebody else cheated on you,
really, it's got nothing to do with you. To be honest, it really doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, well, Carol, I think we got cheated, honestly. And next time around, I want something.
I think you should have something. Maybe
Jackie.
Maybe somebody a little younger.
No, a gift. Tommy, I'm talking about the gift.
Yeah, and I was saying maybe find somebody a little younger, go out and get one. Get a gift for you. Maybe you're picking people that are a little too old.
What does that have to do with gifts, dude? Nothing at all.
Try it. Anna Nicole, try it.
Get me a groom, man. Hi, Tommy. Well, let me take care of some things first. I love you both. Always watch, but don't comment. Just wanted to tell Reese, I live in Arizona for 20 years, been all over, never seen it. Okay. All right. Jackie, Tommy saw a rattlesnake this morning and like last Friday or something too. So
yes, this one was no longer with us, but it was. Yeah.
That's so messed up, Red. Her car pulling out of the driveway. Oh my, guys are so God. I know women cheat too, but
yeah. I think we're safe. Reese, call your mom.
Yeah, definitely. Got to call her back, Diane.
Yes. And give her my best, would you please?
Yeah, I'd love to. What are you going to do the rest of the day?
I've cheated before too, Brianna. You know what? But I don't, you figure out what your problem is, right? It took you years to understand what was wrong with you and how to fix it. Yeah. I respect that, Brianna. I respect the honesty too, because it's not a fun thing to say out loud, even if you've worked on it.
True.
Right? But I respect that. Yeah.
Cheating's just it's a weird thing. It's very weird. Very weird. No, it is not, Shelley. It's not exclusive either way. It's really
absolutely
messed up,
not. Absolutely, they are insecure. I certainly, that was my ailment, to be sure. Was insecurity. I promise.
Yeah. All right. Well, you've still got half the day left there. It's 5:30 here for me. Guys, just so you know, I am going to do my own show tonight. Make sure you're subscribed to our channels. If you don't mind checking. God, I'm at 20,400 and it's going to dip now below 400. And I was at 20,600 like 3 weeks ago.
I think I'm going to dip below 100 or like 20,090 or something. It's ugly, but it is across the entire platform. So it is what it is. But thank you so much for tuning in to Relate About.
Yeah. And come over and watch tonight if you want to on my channel. I'm just going to talk a little bit. I'm feeling a little sad about Fred, and I just thought I would catch up with you guys and kind of go through it. Tommy, I love you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I really do. This is, I can't tell you how much fun I'm having over here. I really can't.
Me too. And, I really am. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. And to the people that, you are my best friend. I can't remember anyone that makes me laugh as hard as you. And we talk about really heavy stuff, but I laugh more with you than anyone I've ever met. And that's just such a gift.
That's wild to me when you say that.
No, it's the truth. You keep me laughing.
serious gift.
It is.
Yeah.
It absolutely is.
I love it because I've never had a best friend.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're my first one.
How you liking it?
I love it. I just wish we lived closer. Sometimes I want to give you a hug.
Yeah, no.
You give good hugs.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And when I'll have the camera rolling when I pick you up at the airport, I'll be sporting a fur coat. It's only going to be about 105, so I will have
okay. Don't do that.
I'll have the fur out there. I won't embarrass you. Trust me. It's
no.
That's
it's
what
not
makes
necessary.
that fun is embarrassing the person you pick up because you get out of the car walking with the. Right,
then I'm going to change my flight time and make Third Eye Open pick me up if you threaten me anymore with this weirdo fur coat business.
It's not a threat. Come on.
Thank you, Shelly. I'm really looking forward to giving you a hug and seeing you next week. And all of you guys, I can't wait.
All right.
A week from today, guys. All right.
And you know what? This was fun, wasn't it? Lighten it up. Lighten it up.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We'll be back probably tomorrow. Tommy, don't leave yet.
All right.
Okay. Bye, guys. Love you all. Thank you for listening. And seriously, it means a lot to us. Thank you.